What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We appreciate you being here. Mike and I have some interesting things to talk about with you guys. We want to get your feedback on it. With me, as always, is my partner and co-host, Mike Oakes. Mike, how you doing?
Great. How is everybody doing today?
I love it. I'm doing amazing. I'm blessed to be here. Today, we really want to dive into kind of the other side of mentorship and like some of these events and things that we've been doing. And Mike, I kind of wanted to get your take on this first. I think you're the one that set this whole thing in motion. You were the one, we were at Squad Up Summit. You were like, I'm not waiting. I'm signing up for Owners Club. So I want to get your perspective on all of that. Like, how has it been for you? Has it changed things for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's changed a lot of things for us, obviously. Like, we get to go to these cool immersions where, like, the first one we went to in Scottsdale, that was a lot about social media and marketing and really, like, getting your name out there and showing the community and the world, like, who you are and what you're about. And you get to be in these elite rooms, that really show you how to get things done on higher levels and not just talk about it, but to actually do it. Yeah, and obviously we got limited partnerships in two other companies, Creative Title and Escrow and Prop.ai, two very revolutionary companies in the real estate industry. So yeah, I think it's really opened our eyes to what business is and how you can kind of grow through different avenues instead of just like saying in one lane. But Paul, what's your take? I'd love to hear from your side too, how you think it's changed us.
Iron sharpens iron, man. When you put yourselves in the right rooms of nothing but executors, you become an executor one way or another. As long as you just stick around, all of those people's great habits are gonna rub off on you. So I think that this is something that everybody who's looking to be great at whatever they do, you have to put yourself in those rooms, right? And sometimes it costs money, and sometimes you might not have that money. So you have to get creative with it, right? You got to go to the free meetups, you have to talk to these people. But when you can invest in yourself and actually take an opportunity to just put yourself in a room with people that are doing what you want to do, you become a monster. You become impossible becomes like impossible to fail almost, right? Like as long as you just keep trying, eventually it'll happen. So that was really what was motivating for me, is getting in a room full of people that were like obsessed. Like if you're not willing to be up at 2 a.m., putting in the grind, if you're not willing to do the work when nobody's looking, like nothing's ever going to come to fruition for you. And so when you're in a room full of people that are doing different things, but they're all doing it at a very high level, it makes you motivated to be better at whatever you're trying to do. So yeah, Mike, I completely agree. I think iron sharpens iron, and these rooms that we're putting ourselves into is like, it's incredible. And I'm so happy to be there.
Absolutely. Yeah, and obviously that's just what we're lucky to be involved in. We were there at the right time. We got to join Owners Club. We were able to close enough deals to have the funding to be able to go out and do that. But there are other groups. There's Sub2, Gator, Astro, TTP. Like there's so many different groups. Sorry, I'm blanking on Jerry's right now. The Flipping Mastery, I believe.
Yes.
So there's not one size fits all in this. It's whatever you are thinking you want to do. You should probably look into either saving money or closing enough deals to join those groups to be able to get access to different things, events, like just opens up different doors for you that you may not have had before. That, you never know who holds the key to your garden or whatever that saying is, but yeah. Yeah, that's really all I got for you there, brother.
But yeah, definitely, man. So I think that if anybody here is looking to get into something like that, look into one of these groups. You can get a lot of knowledge off of YouTube, but when you put yourself in like belly to belly, so to speak, as Brett Daniels would say. Like when you're actually with somebody in person, you're able to develop really strong connections that you otherwise wouldn't get. So I empower you guys to go out there, try to talk to somebody, make something happen, and I think you're going to be really happy with the results that come from that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I couldn't have said it better myself. But we'll go a little off topic since it's week 1 of the NFL season. I see you got the Lurs jersey on. I got the hat on here, So hopefully, this is going to be out after the Steelers game. Hopefully we'll be celebrating. But, Paul, obviously we see your team's the Steelers. How long you been a Steelers fan, my friend?
One of my very earliest memories, I think I was 4 or 5 years old, was we were at my grandparents' house and my parents were waving terrible towels. That's like one of the very first memories of my entire life. So, yeah, that Pittsburgh culture has been ingrained into me. I don't live there anymore, but I still got family, and I bleed black and gold, baby. I know you do too, Mike. Talk to me about it, man. I see your
Yes,
hat.
sir.
I see what's going on there.
Oh yeah, I had the jersey on before we started recording, but I took it off because it was a little too warm. But I moved to Pittsburgh in what was it, 2003, I believe. I was in 3rd grade, going into 3rd grade, and I went to a Steelers game like right as I first moved. Like I think we went to a preseason game or something with my mom, my dad, and I, and it was terrible towels, exactly like you said. That whole stadium was just waving gold, and I still get chills. Like I just got goosebumps all up and down my body right now. It's one of the coolest things. If you've never been to a Steelers game, you have to go, even if you aren't a fan. I don't care if you're a Browns or a Bengals fan. You should still go to one because they are fun. But it's just a whole different atmosphere. Like it's a completely different world, and I love it.
Yeah, especially if you can make it to a playoff game, if you're lucky enough to hit one of those up. Like, I remember we had a really good run, right, in the time when Mike and I were in middle school and in high school with the Steelers, like, Super Bowls, playoff games all the time. And I just remember, so my birthday's in December, right? So I would always ask for season tickets or like a playoff game, like 50-yard line seats for my birthday and stuff like that. And somehow my parents always try to make it happen, man. Like it was really cool. So yeah, for me, it was like, dude, that was like my birthday gift. Like that's how invested I am in the Steelers. Like, I don't care if like I don't get anything else. I just want to like watch the game on Sunday. And so, yeah, it's awesome being from a culture like that kind of bleeds in to the business. Like we wouldn't have that same Steelers type of mentality at Veterans Choice. So, Mike, I love it. I think we're gonna do really well this season. TJ Watt's back. We're moving and grooving. We got Cam Hayward signed the extension. Things are looking promising for the boys in black and gold, man.
I have one hot take. We haven't seen him play yet. But would you have rather had, now that the Titans have him as a backup, would you have rather have gotten Will Levis or Levitz or whatever his name is from the Titans over Justin Fields? Because I personally say yes. And I haven't seen him play yet for us, but like in a regular season game, I've seen preseason. That was scary. That was very scary. But yeah, what do you think?
Here's my thing. Okay. Right now, you've got a weird dynamic at quarterback with the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? You've got a veteran in Russell Wilson. Guys literally won a Super Bowl. Like, he's been around the block, but he's also kind of on the end of his career, right? More than likely, he's probably only got a couple years left. Like, this is like his, 4th or 5th team or third team, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Like, dude's getting tossed around, man. So, I like the opportunity of Justin Fields. I think he can learn from all of Russell Wilson's experience. He can kind of pull from him, take the good and the bad, right? Like anybody who's ever had a good mentor or a good manager at work or, somebody they really looked up to, there's positives that you can take from that person. And then there's also negatives that you can be like, I see what they're like when they do that, so I don't want to do that. and you can kind of create that cool thing. So yeah, I
Yeah, no,
think
I agree with you,
Justin
man.
Fields is a good opportunity, dude.
I agree. I think just raw talent off rip, just straight talent wise, I think Will Levis is probably like a better athlete all around as a quarterback. I think we put Justin Fields as a receiver. That could even happen, dude. Um,
Mm.
but I think I hope he does well. He's gonna start it out for us because Russell ain't gonna be playing, but I'm excited for the season. I think we're gonna prove a lot of people wrong. These 7-10 people all season. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Mr. Editor Ryan Lloyd. Yeah, I know you're over there thinking that too. Um, but yeah, let's go Steelers, baby. Be waving my towel today.
Yes, sir. Also, want to talk about it real quick. Kansas City playing the Ravens to open things up. What a wild match that was. For you guys that don't know, I'll give you a quick little recap. Ravens were down a touchdown. They got him into where they could score, and on the very last play, no time left. Guy catches the ball in the back of the end zone. They do review. His toe was on the line. They got booted out of it. They lost. And it was really it was frustrating for Lamar Jackson, the quarterback for the Ravens, because he was like there were multiple times where he either overthrow it or like he would throw it at the wrong timing. Like the guys just weren't on the same page. He had so many opportunities to close and just didn't. Just ended up at the end, just kind of fell short. And dude, I really think that kind of hustler, that like embracing failure, is gonna make him a monster. Excuse my language. Moving forward, like when you continually fail at that stage to a person like Patrick Mahomes or a team like the Chiefs, it creates like a monster inside of you where you just want to be better every day. And so I'm really excited to see Lamar's progression this season after that opener.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't progress too much though. Because he is still in our division. So, yeah, he is a really good player, man. I just wish he could get that timing down and like his actual accuracy of throwing the ball. Because, bro, he would be the most dangerous player to ever play the NFL, in my opinion. If he could actually like hit an open receiver.
Yeah,
but
he's like a well-rounded Michael Vick. You know what I mean? Like he's got
taller too.
Yeah, he's got the speed, he's got the mobility. He's good at passing. He's got a hell of an arm. We just need to just tighten up the timing. If he could probably get with man, I'll tell you what, this bold take here. But if he were to go down to Miami and work with Mike McDavid or whatever, the McDaniels, I feel like he might be able to work something out. But
speaking of down in Florida, did you hear what happened today? To Tyreek Hill? Tyreek Hill got arrested outside the stadium. Well, he didn't get arrested. He got detained.
For what?
And for a traffic violation, just like driving. I guess he was doing like recklessly driving right around the stadium. The security, like the stadium cops, pulled him out of the car with his agent in the car, put him in handcuffs, and like threw his ass on the ground right outside the stadium. So, be on the lookout if he plays bad today. That's gonna be a big factor. So hopefully there's not any Florida fans. Today? Oh, he's playing. They've already said he's gonna play. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You know what?
Yep.
Can't take the dog at him, bro.
Yeah, well,
he's probably gonna have a career game today, Matt.
Yeah, that happened to Randy Moss before, and he played that game, and he put up a goose egg. So they were talking about that today on Countdown. So yeah, I hope he plays well, but who knows? Be on the lookout. If you got him on your fantasy team, you might want to think about letting him sit this week.
Yeah, that's tough. All right, wrapping it up. I appreciate you guys watching to the end. If you're here, Mom, I love you. Appreciate you guys coming out. Mike's mom, Mrs. Oaks, thank you for always supporting. You're always on the Facebook.
Thanks, Flomar. Love you.
Appreciate that, Flomar. Much love. Shout out to Ryan Lloyd. Shout out to Sebastian Zarati. We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys all for watching. Have a great day.